Have you ever spent weeks preparing carefully, followed your study timetable, finished your revision, walked into the exam feeling confident, and then one unexpected question made you doubt everything? People may describe you as dependable, careful, and incredibly organized. Yet when plans suddenly change, you can feel more stressed than everyone else. Based on the famous psychologist Carl Jung's personality types, this is how students with IS personality, also known as Introverted Sensation personality, works. And the next few minutes will completely change how you study forever. Welcome. You belong to what we call the anchor citizen, and your secret power is you have incredible focus when it comes to routines, step-by-step notes, and memorizing concrete facts or equations. Your worst study trap is getting completely stressed out and overwhelmed if the question paper patterns suddenly change from previous years. You naturally prefer order over chaos, routine over randomness, and practical experience over guesswork. When learning something new, your mind often asks, what's the proven method? Can I practice this? How do I apply it correctly? Before we continue, remember something important. No personality system can perfectly describe every person. Think of this profile as a guide, not a label. If much of today's video feels familiar, these study strategies are likely to suit the way your mind naturally learns. Your goal isn't to change your personality. Your goal is to understand it and use it to become a calmer, more confident student. Many students believe success comes from studying harder. For anchor citizens, success usually comes from studying consistently. Your brain enjoys building knowledge one step at a time. Like laying bricks to build a house. One brick, then another, individually. They don't look impressive, but over time, they become something incredibly strong. That's exactly how long-term memory works. Unfortunately, many students compare themselves to classmates who study 12 hours one day, then barely study the next. Your strength isn't dramatic bursts of motivation. It's steady progress. Never underestimate what one focused hour, repeated every day, can accomplish over several months. Consistency may not look exciting, but exam results often reward it. Your greatest study weapon is routine. Not because routines are exciting, but because they reduce mental effort. Imagine having to decide every single day. What should I study? When should I start? Which subject comes first? Those decisions quietly drain your energy. Instead, create a routine that makes those choices for you. Study at roughly the same time each day. Use the same desk whenever possible. Follow a weekly subject schedule. The goal isn't perfection. Life will interrupt your plans sometimes. The goal is making studying feel as automatic as brushing your teeth. One practical strategy is called spaced retrieval. Instead of trying to master an entire chapter in one sitting, divide it into smaller pieces. Study today's topic. Review it tomorrow. Review it again later in the week. Then revisit it the following week. Each review strengthens the memory, making it easier to recall during exams. Here's another helpful habit. Finish each study session by writing tomorrow's first task. Not your entire timetable, just the first task. That way, when you sit down tomorrow, you already know exactly where to begin. Less thinking, more learning. Anchor citizens often have an excellent memory for practical details. Let's make that strength even stronger. After finishing every chapter, challenge yourself to summarize it onto one side of A4 paper. Not because smaller notes automatically mean better learning, but because summarizing forces your brain to identify what truly matters. Include only the key definitions, important formulas, essential diagrams, common mistakes, exam keywords. Keep the layout neat. Leave enough white space. Make it easy to scan quickly before exams. But here's something important. Don't spend 3 hours making beautiful notes, and only 20 minutes actually learning them. Your summary sheet is a tool, not the final goal. Once you've created it, close it. Take a blank page. Now recreate it completely from memory. What did you forget? Those forgotten areas become tomorrow's revision priorities. This combination of summarizing, followed by active recall, is far more powerful than simply rereading your notes over and over again. Remember, your brain remembers best when it has to retrieve information, not just recognize it. One of your greatest strengths is learning from experience. That's exactly why past papers become one of your most valuable study tools. Don't simply read old exam questions. Answer them. Under real exam conditions. Set a timer. Put your phone away. Sit somewhere quiet. Work through the paper exactly as you would on exam day. When you finish, don't just check your score. Study your mistakes. Ask yourself, why did I lose these marks? Did I misunderstand the question? Did I run out of time? Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every practice paper makes the real exam feel more familiar. And familiar situations create calmer minds. Anchor citizens like knowing what to expect. That's one of your greatest strengths. But sometimes, an exam doesn't follow the pattern you prepared for. Perhaps the examiner asks an unfamiliar question. Maybe the wording feels confusing. Or perhaps an important topic appears in a completely different way. Many students immediately think, I've failed. But here's something important. One unexpected question doesn't erase months of preparation. When you first receive the paper, don't start writing immediately. Take 1 minute. Scan every page. Circle the questions you recognize. Answer those first. Each correct answer builds confidence. Confidence reduces panic. And a calm brain thinks much more clearly than an anxious one. When you finally return to the unfamiliar question, you'll often realize you know far more than you first believed. Remember, unexpected doesn't mean impossible. It simply means it's time to adapt. As exams approach, many students completely change their lifestyle. They stay awake all night, skip meals, stop exercising, drink excessive caffeine, study until exhaustion. For many anchor citizens, this does more harm than good. Your mind performs best when your routine remains stable. Try to keep your sleep schedule consistent. Eat regular meals. Take short movement breaks. Continue following your revision timetable. Even during exam week, a calm routine sends your brain a powerful message. Everything is under control. And that confidence often improves both memory and concentration. The night before an exam, don't try to learn an entirely new chapter. Instead, review your summary sheets. Solve a few familiar questions. Pack everything you'll need tomorrow. Then, allow yourself to rest. Sometimes, the best revision strategy is getting enough sleep to remember everything you've already learned. Every personality has a hidden challenge. For the anchor citizen, it's believing that everything must be perfect before moving forward. Perhaps you spend too much time rewriting notes, organizing folders, improving your timetable, color-coding every page. These things feel productive, but sometimes they quietly replace actual learning. Here's another challenge. You may continue using the same study method, even when it isn't producing the results you want. Not because it's the best method, but because it's familiar. Every weekend, pause for 10 minutes. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What's working? What's not working? What should I improve next week? Small adjustments over time create remarkable progress. Remember, consistency doesn't mean doing the same thing forever. It means consistently improving. Anchor citizens often thrive in careers that value precision, organization, and reliability. You may enjoy fields such as medicine, pharmacy, accounting, engineering, laboratory science, architecture, corporate law, teaching, project management, database administration, or any profession where careful planning and attention to detail truly matter. But remember, your personality doesn't decide your future. It simply highlights the strengths you naturally bring to any career you choose. Your reliability, your patience, and your ability to improve steadily over time are qualities every profession needs. If you've ever believed your steady, consistent approach wasn't exciting enough, I hope this video changed your perspective. The world often celebrates dramatic success stories, but many of the highest achievers reached their goals through something much quieter. Showing up. Every day. Doing the work. Improving a little at a time. You don't need to study 14 hours in one day to succeed. You don't need to panic before every exam. You don't need to compare your journey with someone else's. Trust your process, trust your preparation, and trust the habits you've built. Because every small study session, every practice paper, and every revision sheet is another step towards the future you're creating. So, how accurate was your result? Did this video describe the way you naturally learn? I'd love to hear your experience. Tell me in the comments below. And if you're an IS personality, share one study habit that's made the biggest difference in your academic journey. You might inspire another student who needs exactly that advice. Remember, discovering your personality type is only the beginning. Every personality has unique strengths, unique study methods, and unique challenges. And if you haven't taken the quiz to find your type yet, don't worry, the link is in the description. Click the next video on your screen to explore another Jungian personality and discover how different minds learn differently. Until then, study with consistency, learn with confidence, and never stop becoming the best version of yourself. Small, consistent steps often achieve what bursts of motivation never can. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.